Hi guys, welcome to Classic Rock and Country Music Facts and Trivia. Appreciate you being here. Before we get started, please subscribe. Thank you very much. Today's video is on the King of Rock and Roll, once again, Mr. Elvis Presley, and how he was inspired by the black gospel music of his childhood. That's not a myth or anything. That's just a fact. The movie kind of shows it, and people wonder if that was true. Yes, it is, and let's talk about it. The Oscar-nominated film Elvis had led to renewed interest in the life of the story of Elvis Presley. One of the often forgotten bits of Presley lore presented in the movie is how quiet the boisterous performer was before he became famous. He eventually became what director Baz Luhrmann described as the original punk. It took some doing for a singer to find his footing in front of crowds. But was a young Presley truly as introverted as the film had made him seem? Or was that an exaggerated detail to weave a stronger narrative of the Luhrmann's biopic? Part of the magic of Elvis is how it tries to create the feeling of watching the artist perform and of living in his orbit. While it's packed with bits that are word-for-word recreations of real-life moments, some of it is more about conveying a certain vibe. That's part of why the Presley family said that this film, more than any other attempt, best captured the feeling of being around the superstar himself. The magic of Presley finding both his voice and his confidence by going to a gospel church is one of the most moving parts of Elvis. And according to Ms. Mojo YouTube video fact-checking the film, it was very much true to the singer's life. He attended the First Assembly of God Church in Memphis. Presley was shy about performing directly, but would run up to the choir to sing a song. He would also witness the gospel quartet, the Blackwood Brothers, practice in church regularly. This was young Presley's introduction to gospel music, which would lead him to the blues and a long fascination with music made by black artists. Presley turned that love for gospel and blues into a massive career. That genre took the rhythm and blues of the 1940s and ramped it up into a new up-tempo, frenetically danceable genre. It simply made sense for the hound dog singer to follow that new exciting direction. And it was Hound Dog that simultaneously fascinated and befuddled American music listeners in the biggest way. Elvis didn't try to make it sound like the white music of the day. He performed a song with a certain verve. It made him a superstar, albeit a controversial one. The performer became so enormous that he essentially left music behind for Hollywood for a time, WBUR reports. It was a shocking disappointment for the movie fans, yet made perfect sense for a man who seemed keen on always taking the next big step. He saw no ceiling until he found it in his waning days. It took some time for the image of the middle-aged Presley, struggling with substance abuse, to revert to nostalgia for the younger days. And I shouldn't even have to, that you can tell by his music. That's where a lot of it comes from. Plus, he did a lot of gospel stuff. I liked his comeback special when he did some of that in his comeback special. It had more of a beat and more of a tempo than most of the stuff he normally recorded as gospel music. That's all I have for you. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, please subscribe and please share it out with your family and friends. And don't forget, give us a thumbs up over here if you like what you're seeing. Have a great day. God bless you. And I'll be praying for you.